Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm WoWcrendor and welcome back to more WoW leveling. Dude, we're at 98.82%. We're so close to level 72. So let's go Plague Vrykul spray some Vrykul. Vrykul, man. Very cool. Okay. What up? How's everybody doing? I'm playing a lot more Blood Bowl lately. It's been pretty fun. Forgot how much I enjoy Blood Bowl. Not the legendary edition's out. Alright, keep flying, keep flying. Heading over here. Are these those? There we go, now we're here. Been leveling in Argus a bit, that's been fun. Not leveling, but playing Argus. I guess I'm not really leveling, technically. That's a lot of gas. Okay. Alright, let's just see if we can get out of range. No, we're not. Woo! Oh god, that just... Oh, he died in one hit. I don't know if that was just... He died in one hit just because, or if he died in one hit because of the spray. I guess he enrages and then he just dies while he's enraged or something. I mean, the quest text will probably tell me when I turn it in. They'll be like, wow, interesting. I was going to ask you guys for your help on a video I'm making. So I'm doing Legion in a minute, right? I've done every WoW expansion. I've done Vanilla WoW in a minute, BC in a minute. I think I did Wrath in a minute twice, actually. I did 2 of those because there's so much stuff. Kata in a minute, Draenor in a minute, Pandaria in a minute, and now we're on Legion in a minute. And I'm trying to compile just a list of all the things that you think are kind of relevant in Legion, right? Things that you're like, oh yeah, this made me remember Legion, whether it's demons or whether it's flying around Dalaran or riding around Dalaran for that matter. Maybe it's world quests, maybe it's raiding, maybe it's a specific thing that happened, like, oh yeah, remember this mob in Legion, or like remember, or Argus, or what's some other Legion stuff? Let me just head over here. Suramar dailies. Let's see, what's some other, the fishing quests? Oh my god, anyone remember those fishing quests? We had to go all over for the fishing things, the fishing pole. Maybe getting ganked in certain areas, really bad questing type of things, just anything you can think of. Mainly because every time I do something like this, I always leave out stuff, so I've gotten to the point where I just ask everybody, like, yo, can you just, like, mention stuff so I can compile a big-ass list and then just kind of work my way through it? 'Cause the easiest way to do things is to get a big list of stuff, right? And then go ahead and kind of work with that. So just kind of sit down and be like, what can make this funny? Or like, all right, there's a world quest. What would make world quest funny? What was, like, how do you over dramatize it a bit? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to do. So anything you can post in the comment section would be extremely helpful. I'll probably ask Twitter as well. Yeah. Anyway, this is just one of those video series where it's kind of nostalgic. I just love it. Where it's like it's a tradition. It's a tradition. It's become a tradition at this point. Like, oh yeah, it's time for my annual thing in a minute video. So it should be good. Hold on, let's see what this guy has to say. Hey, 72. We're on our way. Draktheron Keep. That's it. That's all we got at 72. Draktheron Keep. Being the practical man that I am, I'm going to declare our research here a success. After all, what army can't be stopped by turning its rank and the file against each other? I'll send word of our achievements to Vengeance Landing soon enough, but first I need you to take care of cleaning up our experimentation site. See Hacksaw Jenny about making you a custom A-bomb. One packing some explosive power, if you catch my drift. Oh, shit. A custom explosive A-bomb. Like that one? Or that one? Bones, flesh, muscles, tendons, cartilage. It all comes together here under my hacksaw. So Harris wants a demolition job, eh? Yeah, I can help out. You're gonna have to get me some parts, though. I can't afford to use up my choice components on something that's gonna get blown up. First of all, I'm going to need shovel tusk ligaments, way better than humankind. I will also need a pound of flesh. A fellow known as Anton sells cheap meat. He travels up and down the road to the west. So 6 ligaments and a pound of flesh. Alright, that's Shield Hill. My work should be extremely easy in a time of war. There ought to be usable body parts everywhere. It's not that simple, though. With these eggheads, Northern Line, making all sorts of killer plagues and sending them to enemy towns, many of the materials get contaminated. There is a place, though, where usable samples exist. Shield Hill. South of here is an ancient Vrykul burial ground where the dead walk but are not afflicted by any plague. Ours or the Lich Kings. Get me some bones, I'll pay you well. Alright, I can do that. Let's go get some bones first, then we'll come back and do that part. Get some bones. I must say, there is something to actually reading through the quests. You know what I mean? Like, I know everybody's always like, Crendor, you level so slowly. Part of it's just because I like to just make these 20 to 30 minutes long each. Not too short, not too long. Just kind of, I think that's a nice sweet spot. The other part is just because I'm reading through the quests and doing like one quest at a time, and I'm really kind of getting involved with the storylines. Like when I've leveled here multiple times, right? I've leveled through Howling Fjord on like quite a few characters, but just reading through like what you're actually doing. Like I remember doing this quest, right? Like I'm like, oh yeah, I need Vrykul bones. Let's go get them. That's what most people do. You're like, oh yeah, we need Vrykul bones. Let's go get them. All right, we're killing the Vrykul. We got it. Here we go. Move on. But now the fact that like I'm actually talking to the NPCs, listening to what they have to say, kind of paying attention to the quest line, it gets you a little bit more immersed into what you're doing, right? And I've always enjoyed that aspect of games when they immerse you just that little bit by adding that text. And I know now a lot of modern day RPGs have little even cutscenes and stuff like that, but you know, reading's easy. You know, you just read it. You don't gotta have some flashy animations. You can put resources into other stuff. I never mind reading quest text, that is. Maybe if it's a big quest line, you can do that, but these little quest lines are just kind of like whatever. That's my point I'm getting to here. Oh yeah. Now I'm actually like, oh shit. Hacksaw Jenny needs bones, but you know, she's also making me this A-bomb suit. So, I mean, I might as well go help her out, right? I don't have to get her these bones, but I'll do her a favor. I'm gonna get experience. We're all good. You get a little more world building, I guess is what it is. Because as I've been working on my book and trying to like world build and write and just get better at writing, you realize how like intense world building actually is. Like you can spend years world building. You don't even have to write a story. You can just build a world and just talk about what happens in that world. I guess the story part is kind of talking about what happens in that world, but there's a lot more that goes into a world than just the big grand story, right? Like in Lord of the Rings, you're obviously like, oh yeah, this, you know, what happens in the world? Well, there's the ring and all that, but that's not the only thing that's happening in the world, right? There's other hobbits beside Frodo and Bilbo, and there's other races, there's other parts of the world they don't even talk about that Tolkien, like, created just because he enjoyed building a world. And that's the type of thing where it really gets you involved more so in the world instead of just the story, right? So, I mean, you can go over here, and you can find, like, I don't know, some bones or something, right? Like just some guy's bones, and there's like a gun, and maybe there's the bones of a boss that are right next to him, and you're like, shit, dude, what happened to him? Like, did he die fighting that boss? Did the boss kill him? Is there some crazy story behind this? Like, it doesn't relate at all, really, to the big picture, but it's still, like, this cool little side story that happened in the world, and it adds some depth to it. And that's what I really like about world building, and that's what I really like about writing in general, is it gives you more leeway to do those things. While when you do things like movies or shows or whatever, they're like, well, it's not on budget to fit that type of thing in. While in books, you're just like, I just write it in, dude. It doesn't have to be a book. It could just be you talking about your world. What am I doing here? I just flew up. All right. Got my bones. These will do for now. There seems to be some oddness to them. I'll tell you, I've handled body parts for years now, and never have I had such a weird feeling in my stomach. Anyway, deal's a deal. Here's your payment. Thanks. I feel like I just cleared my bags out, and they're already filled. I guess I have really small bags. I have in, like, what's that? 6, 8, 8, 6. Like, I do need to get some bigger bags. Alright, wait. Over here is the shovel tusk stuff. Okay. That's still one of the reasons I love all this so much, right? All these, the trees and the Northrend atmosphere. It's like one of my favorite landscapes. The music just adds into it more. I mean, a lot of, like, even think of Warcraft lore, right? Like, obviously there's all the Argus stuff going on right now. But think back to early Warcraft, alright? Think back to, like, Warcraft, probably Warcraft 3. Like, Warcraft 1 and 2 is kind of the main story, right? You've got, I don't need those. You've got, what do I need? Shovel tusk ligaments. Alright, you've got, where am I going with this? Arthas. That's the Arthas one. So, there's Arthas, there's Illidan, and, I mean, they kind of tie in the main story. I don't think Arthas does as much, though, but it's still a fun little side story, and it's not orcs and demons and, like, orcs versus humans and all that, but I think people, myself included, love the story of the Darth Vader story, right? The hero turned the what's it called? The anti-hero? I think it's the anti-hero. Yeah, I think it's called the anti-hero, where it's like, you're supposed to be the chosen one, Anakin, Arthas, and then they're like, and then they become this super powerful. Because then when it's like that, you relate to them in some way, you know? Like, you kind of get where they're coming from. It's not just like, I'm the Dark Lord. I'm a big bad guy, and I'm here to be a big bad guy. Like, when it's like that, he starts off in a good place. He starts off being like, we gotta purge this town, man. Like, these people are gonna turn, and they're like, well, there's innocent people in there as well. And he's just like, dude, like, you know, we might have to kill some innocent people to save everybody. And they're just like, Arthas. So you kind of see it from both sides. Like, well, he's gonna kill innocent people, but I mean, I get why he's doing it. Like, he's trying to purge everything so that it doesn't spread. And then it just makes him go crazier and crazier until he gets to the point where he becomes the Lich King and finds the sword and all that shit. That's what I like. I love that type of world building story and all that. Wait, do I have to kill these dragon flares? Or not? Maybe I don't. I do need ligaments though. Sorry, little calves. Sorry, shovel tusks. I need your ligaments. So yeah, welcome to world building with Crendor. Whoop. Whoop. Alright, so we're at 4 ligaments. Okay. What the hell? Alright, it's just a bunch of stuff. Oh my god, that's a storm giant. See, something like this. That's another world building component. It's just a storm giant. Like, he doesn't tie into the world all that well. Maybe storm giants are just people that have lived here for a long time, and they're just like, oh, this is our land. We like to patrol it, and all these assholes are in it, and that's why they're mad. But they're not inherently bad. They just get in your way. And they could be an ally in the future. You never know. It's just they may not even be in the story at all outside of seeing them in the open. That's what I like with world building. There we go. 6 of 6. 6 out of 6. And now we just need a pound of flesh. And I believe they'll be on this road. On the road again. Bam, there they are on the road again. Hello? Oh, there they go. Character development's another one. Oh wait, here it is. Fresh pound of flesh. Fresh pound of flesh. It's a good rhyme. Like I think character building's probably one of the other big things. Like obviously everything's important, but character building's probably one of the biggest. I mean, just look at character building in not just stories, but movies, shows, just anything. Like even look at machinimas. Like look at Billy, the Go guy, right? Just all these characters where you're like, oh yeah, I know that character, and like you grow to just Boar Thrills. It's another one, right? Just we get attached to just characters because they're people and we can relate to them in some way. Even if they may not be real, or they're a different race like an orc or something, or they're not even real, they're in a virtual game, but we still can relate to them on some level because we make them real in our minds. David Lynch. Dude. I'm blowing my own mind at this point. Alright, you got components yet? Excellent, these will do just fine. Alright, well, here you are. Our friend's going to be somewhat unstable, so I suggest you not put him together until reaching Halgrind. Once you're there, use the A-bomb to round up as many Vrykul as you can before self-destructing. Come back with whatever is left once you're done. I can always use more body parts. Alright. Can always use more body parts. Probably Crendor, what did you eat today? I don't know, man. What did I eat today? I had Jimmy John's. Maybe they put some shit in that Jimmy John's. I don't know. I feel like I'm deeper. I'm thinking a little too deep today. Let's see. They do say free smells on their billboard thing. Maybe they put something in the smells. Who knows? So what is this? Let's go down here. Let's equip our suit. Whoa-ho! Detonate your mindless A-bomb. Inflict nature damage to nearby enemies. Okay. Gather round, gather round. Need more. Hey, get in here. Oh wait. Woo! What? 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 What the shit just happened? I mean, wait, what? They're not... Oh. They're not dead. They're not dead. Is that a bug? I blew up the suit and killed them all, but they didn't die? Or is that like different ones that got alerted? I don't know, man. Either way. It worked. We did the quest. Let's go turn it in. Doo-doo-doo. Let's drink some water. You know what I realized? I haven't been drinking enough water. It's easy to get really dehydrated. So I bought this water bottle. It's like a filtered water bottle at Target, and you just pour like regular tap water or whatever into it, and then it filters it in the bottle, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, I like that. This makes it taste better. Gets all the like chemicals and shit out of it, like chlorine. I don't know. I like it. It helps me drink water. It helps me remember, because you're like, oh yeah, I'll just fill up my water bottle. Great job, Zelizaron. Say you wouldn't be looking for something more permanent, would ya? I could sure use some help around these parts. No, I'm not. Thanks anyway, though. And with that, we just gotta go get some green eggs and whelps. Green eggs and whelps. Green eggs and whelps. Alright. Well, I think it's a good place to stop. Next time, we're gonna go get some green eggs and whelps, and we're gonna keep leveling. We're 72 now, 18.4% in. And, you know what? I think we're getting pretty close to just heading over to Dragonblight at this point. Maybe after this, we will go to Dragonblight. Or maybe we'll go up here, Camp Winterhoof. Or maybe we'll go to Grizzly Hills. That's 73. Who knows what we'll do? Larry isn't out here. But you're here, Drake. How are you doing? I've been dealing with arthritis from having you fly me around everywhere, but it's getting better. I take ibuprofen.